Hi, everyone. Psychic medium Danielle Garcia here again. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about dreams. There's significance, there's symbology, how you can work with them, and what they mean. This is something that someone had wrote in and asked me to speak about. So if there's any topic of conversation in regards to spirituality, paranormal, energetics, shamanism, Reiki, etc., please let me know. As I'm revamping my YouTube channel, I'm more than happy to impart whatever information that I have to you. So if there's anything you'd like to me to speak about, if there's any questions that you might have, my email is danielle@intuitiveangels.com. So getting back to dreams, why do we dream exactly? I think that dreams come forward for many different reasons and in many different forms. Sometimes dreams are what I call a data dump. So that is basically situations, occurrences, experiences that have happened during our day. We go into sleep, our unconscious mind is wide open, our subconscious mind is wide open, and sometimes it's just a little too much stuff for us to carry. So they will play it back inside of our brain, inside of our dream state, if you will, and go over different occurrences and situations that have happened during our day. Other times, dreams come forward as a psychic premonition, things that are coming forward, energetics that are coming forward into our now, into our present moment, into the future. Many people that are intuitive, many empaths, dream about deaths or accidents or business opportunities, relationships, all sorts of different things. Premonitions are not always negative, but I do believe that they have a negative connotation around them because many people have premonitions regarding death or accidents, injury, and so on and so forth. Dreams can also be symbolic. Just the same way I liked my guides always come up with analogies, I'm telling you. The analogy that my guides have for this is that, dreams come in symbols. Dreams may not always be so incredibly clear to say, oh, Uncle Phil from the other side wants to tell you to buy the yellow Toyota at the dealership down on Jones. It's not always going to come through super, super clear like that. So there will be symbolism that comes through dreams. Maybe in regards to that car, you might dream about Uncle Phil going car shopping with you. You might dream about driving in a car with Uncle Phil. Things can be literal in their symbolism, and also other symbols cannot be literal. I really enjoy the app Dream Dictionary, and it's a free download for you. Uh, this has all sorts of references to what symbols and dreams mean. And let me give you an example of that. A dream I had once was about being in a house and being lost inside this house. It was this huge mansion, 2 stories, dual staircases on, one on either side of each other in separate wings of this huge mansion. And I kept getting lost in it. No matter how I tried to navigate, I kept getting lost. And I was very concerned about that, obviously. It woke me up. I was in a panic. I was anxious. What's going on? Is there, and automatically I go to the literal sense, right? Because I'm human and that's kind of what we do. Oh, is there something wrong with my house? Is something going to break down? Am I going to get lost? What's going on with this? And when I looked up the symbolism of what a home represents, it represents life. And at that particular time in my awareness, I was having some issues navigating my life's path of what I wanted to do. And my mind was coming through in my dream state, basically projecting that anxiety and projecting that feeling of being lost. And the way that it was helping me was for me to have a conscious awareness of what was going on underneath the surface. Yes, in regular Joe human everyday life, I felt lost. I was conflicted. I didn't know which way to take in that fork in the road. But as I allowed my mind to try to work that out in my dream state, I did receive more clarity. When I woke up from that dream and I felt anxious, it was an urging from my own mind, my own higher self, if you will. Dig a little bit deeper, see what else is going on. How is this paralleling what's going on in your life? And when I have a dream, when I have a remembrance of a dream, because we're dreaming constantly, we don't always have a conscious recollection of our dreams, I will start to dissect this. And I will sit and I will go in with my inner guidance and I will ask, okay, is this a data dump? Is this a psychic message? Is this a premonition? Is this symbolic? Do I need to dig deeper? Do I need to look at the different symbology of what's coming forward in that dream state? Another dream that I've had before, in fact, it was a reoccurring dream. I would dream where I would be back at my home where I grew up, and where my parents lived. We had this huge playroom. It was an enclosed patio, picture windows the entire length of the room. And as I looked out into the very large backyard, they owned about 3/4 of an acre, I would see wild lions. Now, I'm a big cat lover. So at first when this dream started happening, I'm all, oh, cool, lions and tigers, and there were leopards. And I'm like, awesome. Well, it was great until we started going out into the backyard and they started eating my family. Not a great dream. And this would reoccur, and this would reoccur, and this would reoccur. And it was, it was not pleasant by any means. And when I started putting those puzzle pieces together, I found that when I was having issues with my family of origin, the family that I grew up with, that I would have these dreams, these nightmares, if you will, of being attacked. And part of what would happen inside of that dream would be I was trying to rescue different people in my family, and I couldn't, and I felt helpless. So by dissecting that dream apart and by putting the puzzle pieces together with my own intuition and also with looking up what the symbology is of dreams, it helped me to put that nightmare to rest. It helped me to figure out, oh, okay, this means this, and it was incredibly helpful. I highly recommend keeping a dream journal, whether that's something that you want to write your dreams down in, or everybody's got a smartphone just about today, so you can record a memo of your dream and think back on it and start to put those puzzle pieces together. Just the same way that a lot of people will record the foods that they eat to see how their body is reacting and if they have allergies and so on and so forth. You can use your dream journal as a way of deciphering what's going on underneath the surface. Now, if you're having a hard time remembering your dreams, there's a great trick that Edgar Cayce, well, I shouldn't say trick, they're correcting me already. There's a great tool that Edgar Cayce, a very, very wonderful gifted channel, taught his students and clients. If you get an 8-ounce juice glass and fill it with water, stick it on your nightstand. And before you go to bed at night, drink half of that glass of water with the intention that you will remember your dream in the morning. When you awaken, first thing you want to do is drink the rest of that 8 ounces of water. So the 4 ounces that's left over, you want to drink it with the intention you will remember your dreams. Keep something handy where either you can record your voice into it, or that you can write down your dreams on it, and then figure out those puzzle pieces. See where it fits. When I decipher my dreams, I do step inward and I do question. Now, if I'm doubting myself, because sometimes it's not always easy for us to read ourselves, right? I'll muscle test. I'll use a pendulum. Sometimes I'll even grab the oracle cards out and draw a card if I'm not getting that exact clarity. But play around with it. Dreams are incredible tools. So many different healers, seers, psychics, shamans have used dreams because it's a way that we open up. Sometimes when we're in our human life with all of the different distractions that come into being human, It's a lot easier to work out our problems, and it's a lot easier to have that distinct connection with the higher self and with the higher realms in our dream state. If you've ever had a situation, that fork in the road that I was talking about earlier, you can't quite figure out, ooh, should I pick this job or should I pick that job? Should I go into this relationship? Should I not go into this relationship? Dream on it. Set the intention before you go to sleep. I want an answer about fill in the blank. And allow your mind to play it out in your dream state. It's so incredibly effective. Shamans all over the world have used their dream state to help and assist their communities, their friends, their family, their peers, and so on and so forth. When a shaman does not have that clarity and concise information coming through, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll say, I'm going to dream on that. And they'll allow their soul to open up. They'll allow their consciousness, their unconsciousness to open up and receive those messages that perhaps it's not so easy to achieve when we're within the other distractions of life. So anyways, that's a little bit about dreams and why we have them, how you can work with them. I'm very excited about sharing more information with you. And again, if you have something that you'd like me to speak about, please send an email to Danielle@intuitiveangels.com. Have a blessed day.